Hola, me llamo Sunny y el español es mi vida. Have you ever started speaking to a native in Spanish and they respond in English? Well, it's a reason for that. Actually, it's 3 reasons for that. And I'm going to give them to you now so that you'll know why and you can fix it. Make sure you stay to the end because I am going to give you the mindset shift that had natives wanting to talk to me in Espanol. See. So these 3 reasons will actually change the way that you communicate in Spanish, right? Because it is a difference between your English personality and your Spanish personality. And communicating has to flow. It has to flow. It cannot be as slow as a turtle. So let's jump right into reason number 1. A lot of Spanish speakers, they want to speak English as well. You are not the only one out here trying to learn a language, okay? So before you get so judgmental or offended or irritated that they are responding back to you in English, sometimes they are like, yes, a native speaking English speaker. I can practice my English. So then you approach them eager to speak Spanish and they are eager to speak English. Piggybacking off of that, you know, although someone may be Latino, it doesn't necessarily mean that they are fluent in Spanish as well. I've seen that a lot in the United States. It could come off as insulting to just walk up to someone that looks Latino and just start speaking Spanish, and they might not know Spanish. So they will respond to you in English. So that's another reason why. Reason number 2 is you are speaking too slow. I know you want them to be patient with you, but unlike your professors and your Spanish teachers, you're not paying them for this conversation. So you're coming up to them and you're like, hola, ¿cómo estás? So instead, just try to be a little bit more natural. So of course, you're not going to know all the words in Spanish. However, the words that you do know, stick with them. Don't get into a conversation and constantly get stuck where you're like, what's the word? No one wants to talk like that. And so this isn't a mean girl video. I'm never a mean girl. But I'm being honest with you. That's very slow and it's not flowing. And it takes more work for the speaker who don't even know you to accommodate you as you are sitting there thinking of the proper word to say in Spanish. My advice to you is speak what you are comfortable speaking, okay? Whatever you are comfortable speaking, whatever you have practiced speaking, stick to that. If this video is helping you at all, go ahead and hit that like button and make sure that you subscribe so that other learners can find these tools as well. Reason number 3, you are treating them like a teacher. They would actually like to know you. They're actually interested in where you're from, what you're into, some of the things you might like, or you're starting to say, ¿Qué significa? ¿Qué significa este? ¿Qué significa esto? So you're starting to say, what is this? What is that? Or you're starting to ask them, did you pronounce something properly? I just spent 3 months in Peru, speaking this from experience, and this is one of my mistakes that I made. This is something that constantly built a bridge between me and Spanish speakers. Kind of talking to them like they were my teacher. Like, I'm like, did I pronounce that correct? You know, is it Roberto? You know, like I was like asking questions as if they were there to teach me something. And I was doing it subconsciously. Like we would be having this good conversation very fluently in Spanish. And then I would notice that I pronounced something incorrectly. And then I would ask them, how do you pronounce that? That's fine the first time. They don't owe you the loyalty to sit there and give you a Spanish lesson for free. Gratis. They don't owe you that. I'm sorry. They didn't owe me that. And I found that out really fast. Traveling to Spanish speaking countries, I found that out really fast. They don't owe me that. So my tips for that is bring that down to a minimum. Just speak and make your mistakes. There is something about being human that we love to tell people the right way to do things anyway. Let me give you a prime example. If someone was learning English and they called a tree tre, and they was like, and they were talking to you and they were like, tre. And you be like, tre? What's Trey? You know, what's Trey? Or maybe they was calling it Trey. And you're like, who's Trey? ¿Quién es Trey? What is a Trey? You know? And then they're like pointing, and then you're like, oh, a tree. And then they will repeat after you. Oh, tree. That's how you say that, tree. And so as humans, the beautiful creatures that we are, we love correcting people. That's naturally who we are. We like to kind of tell people, no, that's not that. That's actually this. That's a bit of our ego, you know, that pops in there. So don't ask them, did I say it correctly? Or what is this? What's the significance of this? How do you call this? Don't ask them that. Actually, most of the time, from my experience, they will correct you anyway. And my final tip to you is confidence is energy. Speak like you belong in the conversation. You do belong in a conversation because you are a person trying to talk to another person. And the whole reason that we learn languages in the first place, I cannot even talk in English, you guys. I said that sentence like 3 times. And the whole reason that we learn languages, the whole reason that we are learning Spanish in the first place is so that we can communicate with other people. So be a part of the conversation. Feel like you deserve to be in the conversation. Don't be timid and, you know, frightful to make mistakes. No, you've been putting all those hours in to learn Spanish to speak. So if you have the opportunity to speak, speak with fun, speak with laughter, make a whole bunch of mistakes and let them correct you. Or maybe they won't, but just have fun with it. This is your life. This is your purpose. Spanish means something to you. So enjoy the process. With the process come mistakes. I will catch you guys on the next one. As always, I appreciate your time and thank you for hanging out with me. Nos vemos pronto. Ciao.